Hi everyone, it's Vanetta. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. Tonight I wanted to tell you about something that happened with this warmer. I was not planning on recording a video tonight. I was just gonna chill out at home, watch a little TV, and just kind of, hang out. And something happened, and I really feel like I need to share this. I have had a problem with a warmer before. In the past, this was a couple of years ago, but I never talked about it. I just thought, it was just one of those things. But what happened tonight, I really feel like I need to share this. So tonight when I came home, I did my usual routine. And then I walked around the house and I turned on all of my warmers. That's what I would normally do. With some of the warmers, the bowls were already empty, and all I needed to do was just warm the bowls up a little bit. And then with some of the warmers, I'll turn them on and I will remove the bowl, and I will put the bowl in the freezer, wait a few minutes, and then put the bowl back on the warmer hot plate. So I did my usual routine. And I have this thing that I do when I turn my warmers on. I turn it on and I wait like about 5 to 10 seconds. I make sure I stay in the area just to make sure that everything is okay. And the reason why I do that is because a while back, it was more than a year ago, this particular warmer that I'm holding is one of the warmers from Michael's. And one day I did my usual routine, came home, turned the warmers on, and when I turned this one on, I saw a spark in the plug. So I immediately turned it off and I unplugged it. And I didn't need to be told twice. I decided that I was not going to use this warmer again, but I really loved the base. I thought it was so pretty, so decorative, and it matched my decor. So I wanted to keep this base. So I just snipped off the cord, and now whenever I am burning a candle, I'll just set the candle up here just to keep the candle off of the table surface or the tabletop. And I burn my candles. So I use it as a pedestal. Okay. Well, tonight I had a problem with this warmer, and it was even scarier than what happened with this warmer. And I really want to share this. I want to put it out there. And I'm doing it because I want you all to be careful. I'm sure everyone is careful when they melt, but there are people I'm sure that don't think about it. We just turn our warmers on and we kind of keep it moving. So when I got to the bedroom, I have two warmers in my bedroom. I turned this warmer on first, and I waited a few seconds. And within the 5 to 10 seconds that I was standing there, this warmer, it sounded like it was about to explode. I've never had a problem with this warmer ever. I've never seen a spark. I've never had a problem with it getting hot. It always functioned. Now, I have had this warmer for more than 2 years. I think it's really leaning towards 3 years, to be honest with you. Could be 3.5. I purchased this warmer from a vendor who is no longer selling wax, but that's fine. This is a warmer that you see everywhere. It wasn't faulty. It always functioned well. I did my usual routine. I turned it on, and within the 5 to 10 seconds that I was standing there, and I actually stood there, I didn't walk away, I heard 3 loud pops. It was like pop, 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 but it was really loud, almost as quick as you would hear like when people ignite firecrackers. Not quite as loud, but really quick like that. And then all of a sudden I saw a really bright spark from underneath after the third pop. And then what I saw what looked like fire. It was like this really bright, almost like yellow or orange type of light, but it could have been from here. It was just a different color. The first spark that I saw was more like a white spark. But then after that, it looked like it was fire. So I just reacted immediately. I grabbed this, I turned it off, and then I pulled the cord out of the wall. Now I know I risked being electrocuted, but I was willing to take that risk because I didn't know what was about to happen, and I didn't want my house to burn down. You know, obviously at the time that it happened, I was really shaken up because if I had walked away, I may not have heard the sound, and that's really why I wanted to come on here and talk about being safe, you know, safety when melting. Look, the reality of it is a fire could happen at any time in our homes. It could be due to anything. But, you know, we buy these warmers, and I don't necessarily move my warmer around. This warmer was pretty much stationary. It stayed in one spot. But it was older. And so I don't know if after a while older warmers need to be changed. And I think that's why I want to do this video, because I want to know, you know, if there are any suggestions that those of you who have been melting tarts using electric hot plate warmers have any suggestions about. This is a 24-watt warmer, and it's one of my favorite because it always got nice and warm, but it never got too hot where I was worried about it. It got hot, but I had another warmer a while ago that got so hot that I just was not comfortable using it. It was a 20-watt warmer, and it felt like it got just as hot as a 24-watt or even hotter. I mean, it would burn my fingers when I would pick up the bowl. This one, I was always able to kind of pick up the bowl like that. Now, there's still wax in here, but, you know, I just put the bowl back on the warmer. I knew I wasn't going to use it anymore, at least not use the warmer. And I wanted to do the video to tell you guys about it. Now, like I said, I never had a problem with this warmer. I don't really know what the issue is. There's probably a short in the cord. I won't be using this anymore. That's for sure. I will use it the same way I use this one. It is blue, and it actually matches my kitchen. So, but I have another warmer in there. So I'll eventually probably just move this to the kitchen, and if I burn any candles in there, I'll just, you know, sit the candle up on the warmer plate. Now, this bowl obviously can be used with other warmers in my home, so that's, you know, that's good. Now I'm going to show you this hot plate because I remember there was a discussion about this a while back. So this is how the plate looks, and it's a little beat up. Now there has been some discussion about this, I remember, in one of the Facebook groups, and some people don't think that there's anything wrong with this. It's almost, I mean, I've heard people compare it to a Teflon coating, and that's what I've always regarded it as. I don't think there's anything wrong if it peels a little bit. I really don't think that had anything to do with it, because this peeling came off. I'm sorry, my camera's not focusing. This peeling came off quite some time ago, and it always continued to function. And I always use this bowl or another bowl like it, which is, and see, you can see how dark it is at the bottom. This warmer is old, and it's it definitely, I use this warmer a lot. Now I have plenty of warmers in my stash. Around the time, I guess a few months ago, when there was some talk about 24-watt warmers were no longer going to be available, I started buying a whole bunch of them. So I actually have quite a few in my stash that can replace this. But I wanted to share that with you. If you think that what happened was due to this, please let me know. I'm curious. I don't think it is, because I think this is just a coating, and it's not like the entire plate is exposed. This plate never got wet, so not really sure. This is what it looks like at the bottom. And what's interesting to me is that all of that was going on, there's no charred look, nothing. It's not charred. It doesn't look burnt. It looks perfect. I mean, it's a little dingy looking because yes, it's been used over and over again. But other than that, except for the wax residue, it looks okay. Here is the cord, and I'm trying to see. The cord looks a little dark right here where my thumb is, where I'm moving my thumb. Just slightly darkened, but not burnt. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. If you guys have ever had a problem with a warmer, let me know. I think it was just one of those things, and the warmer was just old and had a lot of use, because with all of the reviews and stuff that I've done, this warmer has been used a lot, and it was probably just time for something new. So what I'm going to do, like what I did with the last warmer, I'm just going to cut this, and now I'll be using the warmer plate like so. And I'll just file down the rest of this so that it doesn't stick out and it doesn't scratch me when I touch it. But that's how I'll be using it now. Okay, well, let me know what you guys think. And also, I just wanted to put it out there because I want you to be careful. Make sure your warmers are in good condition. You take a look at them, make sure there are no sparks. Pay attention to your warmers, and don't leave your warmers on when you're not home. As it happens, when I was going out today, I almost left this warmer on. I got to my front door and I was like, oh, I didn't turn the bedroom warmer off. And I was rushing, I was running late, but I went back and I turned it off, and thank goodness I did that, because who knows what could have happened. Now, maybe nothing would have happened because it was already on, but you never know. So, anyway, just wanted to share that. I know I'm talking a lot. Leave some comments. Let me know if you've had a similar experience, and just be careful when you're melting, but don't stop melting, because, it's what we love to do. This is not going to stop me, but it'll just make me a little bit more vigilant. I'll be paying closer attention to the warmers, and maybe when I feel like they're a bit old after a couple of years, maybe I'll change them out a little bit more frequently. Okay, everyone, well, have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.